Hello everybody, it's Peter Bird here from Optimal Nutritional Excellence. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be diving into some common myths and facts about protein and a whole food plant-based diet. So let's get started. Now we're going to cover off 1, 2, 3 different myths in relation to a whole food plant-based diet. And these are myths that I find keep reoccurring, or these questions keep reoccurring from my clients and my clients' friends, family and colleagues. The first one is, where are you going to get your protein from? That a plant-based diet has insufficient protein or a deficit of protein. It couldn't be further from the truth. The simple fact is that as long as you are eating the rainbow, as long as you're getting your caloric needs met in a day, then you're going to be getting well and truly the amount of protein that you will need for optimum functioning. And it's a better quality protein as well because it's a plant protein. Now, also, it's really healthy healthy for the gut, because the gut only lives on, the microbiome only lives on fiber. You only get fiber from plants. So eat the rainbow, eat the diversity, a wide diversity of plants. You're going to get all the protein you need. Now, there are foods that, there's about 9, I think, plant foods that are what we call complete proteins. In other words, the 20 amino acids that make up a protein, they are all an adequate supply and in that particular food. Tofu would be or soy, I should say. I love tofu. Soy would be the one of the main ones. There's quite a list of them. Then if you have your beans with nuts and seeds, or your beans with your grains, you've got all the complete protein there. There's certainly, it's important to be mindful of where you get your protein from, or be mindful of protein when you adopt a whole food plant-based diet. As we age, our protein needs do increase, and so it's important that you understand where you get your protein from, but you don't need to lose sleep over it. Certainly a myth that's completely blown out of the water for anyone that's saying to you that you're not going to get your protein needs, or you're going to be protein deficient on a whole food plant-based diet. It's absolutely not true. The second myth that we come across, that I hear about, is that it is expensive to live and eat this way. I mean, of course, if you buy specialty items, some can be pricey, but your staples, your grains and your legumes or your beans, your leafy greens, your fresh vegetables, frozen vegetables are great. Tin vegetables, beans are fantastic. They are very economical because you can use what you want and put the rest in the fridge or put it back in the freezer. A great way of eating is eat by the season, so that if you're eating fresh vegetables, it's a great thing. But if you eat by the season, then they're not going to be expensive items. And that's the reality is that it's actually cheaper to live this way, eat this way, than it is to be buying lots of ultra processed food and your animal protein, because that is quite expensive. The third myth that I want to cover off is that you're going to be nutrient deficient, that you're going to need lots of supplementation. You're going to be taking handfuls of vitamins and minerals, and of course it's the furthest from the truth. You need to do this intelligently, and there are some vitamins that you need to ensure that you're taking. Vitamin B12, really important to take if you're on a whole food plant-based diet. Simply being that vitamin B12 is a bacteria that lives in the ground. And as the animal eats the vegetation, they take on that bacteria, and we eat the animal and we get the B12. So it's important to take a B12 supplement. It's not a difficult thing to do, and it's not particularly expensive. Vitamin D is a great one to have too, simply being that we spend a lot of time indoors these days, and having sun exposure, we're able to get our vitamin D. Out of interest, there's only one plant that we can get our vitamin. It's not really a plant, it's a fungi, and I've given that away. Mushroom, we can. Field mushrooms, the mushrooms that are out in the field, they are the only organism in the plant kingdom that we can get vitamin D from. And omega-3. Omega-3 is really, really important for brain health. So I'd be advising you to have an algae-based omega-3, and get your blood test done too. You can get your omega-3 blood test done, you can get your B12 blood test done, so you actually know where your levels are. That's called intelligence. It's just, if you're going to be adopting a whole food plant-based diet, which of course you are, or you're going to, or you already are, because you're watching my YouTube channel, then you want to be doing that intelligently. Promote an evidence-based intelligence approach to adopting a whole food plant-based diet. So the key thing is that make sure that you eat the rainbow, no protein deficiencies there, that you eat with the season or buy frozen and tinned foods such as beans, I'm thinking about particularly. If you do that, it's certainly not an expensive exercise. The last thing is, of course, is the nutrient deficiencies. And if you do that intelligently, then you're going to be better off than a lot of the population, insofar as that we have a percentage of the population, obviously, that are vitamin D deficient, omega-3 deficient, and you're going to be doing it are doing it intelligently. You'll know your numbers, and you'll take these supplements, and you'll be in the optimum range so that you can be protective. Look, that's me. It's great talking to you. It's lovely to sit here and bust a few of those myths. If you'd like to get hold of me, you know where I am. If you like this vlog, please like, subscribe, tell people about it. That lets the algorithm identify me or my channel, and I will attract more followers so we can get this message out there. Have a great day. See ya.